Tonight for my persuasive speech, I will be doing LGBT rights, or as you may know it as same-sex marriage. If a homosexual couple were to walk down a walkway in the mall holding hands, they may get looked at and people may gawk or think it's gross. But if a heterosexual couple were to walk down the same walkway in the mall, others would think it was normal. These are the little things that same-sex couples deal with on a daily basis. LGBT stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. Today I will be talking about the freedoms they have, the rights they have, what they deal with in the community, the respect they get, and the pride. I was able to do an interview with an anonymous source, and these are the questions that I asked her. I said, "What is your biggest fear of public opinion, and would that ever change your sexuality?" She said no, because the way she feels for her significant other cannot change anything. No matter what society says, it would not change anything. Does it bug you that in some states, same-sex couples can get married, and then they can get fired from their job on the same day they get married? And she said yes, it's major discrimination. It's something that it really does bug her because that shouldn't be able to happen. What is your opinion on same-sex couples adopting? It is hard for same-sex couples to adopt. She said that she really thinks it's a great idea because they want to be parents just like any other couple wants to be parents. One question that really, I want to say, didn't offend her but she did not like was, some say that bisexual girls are ones who cannot admit to being lesbian. How do you feel about that? She said it was stupid because it's no different than a straight guy can go and marry a guy that had a sex change and was a girl. So there's not really anything different, and so that really did bug her. Britain is going to be opening their first school for kids who are struggling in mainstream schools with being bullied. So if they are unsure of their sexuality, they can go to this school instead, where it'll have 20 part-time places for students who also want to continue going to the mainstream schools, but the kids that don't want to can go here full-time. Last year, the United States sent 5 openly gay ambassadors abroad. Former President Barack Obama really supports gay marriage, and he's trying to get it going, so many states allow same-sex couples to get married in their states. Some are saying that this is a huge slap in the face, and others are loving the support that these individuals are receiving from everybody else that does agree. In some countries, same-sex couples can experience life-threatening risk if they do get married or they are together. 37 states and 14 countries have legalized gay marriage. Some say that same-sex couples are not seeking to get married due to what society may think. Support of gay marriage has risen 8% in the past 2 years. Society is starting to be okay with same-sex marriage, and homosexuals are now people just living next door. It is hard for same-sex couples to get divorced because if a judge does not think you are married, he will not divorce you. Not only is it hard to find a judge, but it's also hard to find a lawyer that will help you go through the divorce. There are 3 choices for a same-sex couple seeking divorce. Move to a state where same-sex marriage is legalized, and then file for divorce, have it annulled, which can be very messy, or open a court case. For some couples, it's not as much of getting married and changing their state's laws to just wanting to break up. 40% of same-sex couples are afraid of what society would say if they were to adopt. 74% of same-sex couples consider that their child could be bullied in a school due to the fact that they do have a same-sex couple as parents. 56 same-sex couples say that lack of information and support are barriers to wanting to adopt. And there have been case studies that one child would be adopted by a heterosexual couple and the other one would be adopted by a homosexual couple. It used to be that in the military, gays were not allowed. They had a don't ask, don't tell policy in with the troops. So if they saw it, they wouldn't say anything because they believe that one's sexuality cannot change one's performance, but that has changed now. There's a survey, and it's the longest test regarding to the attitudes of the public. It's widely respected by many, and it's the most dramatic change is proven by this survey. The survey got public's opinions on same-sex marriage, and there was a huge growth in support. So finally, people are starting to be okay with it. Gays and bisexuals make up 2% of the world's population. They account for 62% of new HIV infections and are able to receive treatments for these infections. They also have a drug that they can take if they are not, for the ones that are not affected, so they stay unaffected. Hospitals across the country are excited about helping kids who are struggling with gender identity. There's drugs to help slow down kids' puberty if they are unsure of their sexuality, and a lot are just scared of what puberty may bring. So a review from what I learned and what I am sharing with you guys is how hard it is for couples to get married, how hard it is to get divorced, how hard it is to adopt, how the survey is showing change across the world, public opinion, and that gays get no respects. So what I'm trying to tell you today is, don't look at a couple like they are different. Every couple is the same, no matter what their sex is. And I think everyone deserves to be treated equally. So treat everyone equal no matter who they are with. Thank you.